One day because I was bored and I seen this guy flying there. So as I watched him fly, he noticed that I watched him. So he asked me if I would like to fly his plane. And I told him I had never flown one of those. I'd flown a bigger one, but I never flown one of those. So he said, I'll take you for a ride and you can see how I do it. And then you can take it out for a ride. And I was surprised that he wanted me to go fly his little plane. So I did it. From then on, I bought one of his planes. He was selling them. He had a couple of others, and he sold me one of them, and I started flying it. And I was having a lot of fun, but I didn't know that there was holes in the sky. For some reason, scientists can't figure out what causes these holes in the sky. And you could be in a big airliner, and it could fly in a hole in the sky, and it would crash. And that's what happened to me. I went to where this guy was flying a regular plane, and he asked me if I wanted to fly, and I said, sure. And nobody had ever told me about a hole in the sky. And I flew into a hole in the sky, and I dropped like a rock, 300 feet. Lucky it didn't kill me.
Mm-hmm.
I destroyed his plane. They had to put 22 units of blood into me. It almost killed me. If this guy hadn't seen me crash and called Flight for Life, I would have died because I would have bled to death. But he called Flight for Life, and they got there in time to put enough blood into me to save me from dying. The scientists haven't been able to figure out why they occur or where they're going to occur. It's just that for some reason, holes develop in the sky. That's all they can tell you. That's all they could tell me then. I don't know if they found out anymore or not. But when I started investigating it, that's all they knew. They didn't know why they happened, where they were going to happen, and they just happened. Yeah. It's just like if you went outside and they wouldn't be in the ground, but say that you went up on top of I can't explain it. That's kind of a dumb way to explain it. But if you were in an airplane and you flew into a hole, it doesn't have to be too big. But if you flew into it, you wouldn't feel it in the plane. You just go into it without knowing, but what you would notice is you would drop like a rock, like a stone. And then if it stopped before it hit the ground, then it slow you down. But if it went all the way to the ground, you would hit the ground like a rock. And that's what happened to me. I hit the ground like a rock, and I busted my plane all up. I broke my legs. See this bubble on my shin there? I broke this shin in 6 places. I broke all 10 toes on my feet, and I snapped my right leg off at the hip. And that's as much damage as I got out of it. But I wasn't very high. I was only about 300 feet up in the air. If I'd have been higher than that, and then what also gave me a cushion is that before I hit some air. And the air kind of slowed down my impact. Well, I thank God that I'm alive because at the time I was supporting my mother. She had gotten to the age where she couldn't work anymore, and I was supporting her. And she lived to 98 before she died, and she died 10 years ago. But it was scary to have a helicopter come and put 22 units of blood into you. I thought they would never stop pouring blood into me. And then I was wondering, I wonder how many different people's blood I got in me. You got different types of blood, so they probably had to get the same kind of blood, but I imagine it had to be from different people. Because there's no way they could take 22 units of blood out of one person. Alfred. Oh, Laco. Yeah, the crash did because I damaged my brain. In fact, I'm lucky that I was able to survive, because when I crashed, I had a job in the fire department. And I was making pretty good money. And so, because they liked me, they kept me there till they retired me. I could go fight a fire and that, but to figure things out, I wasn't that good.